Of course, we have to bear in mind that, like you always said in this show, first we are talking of politics.
Yes.
And politics is about numbers. And it goes without saying that given the significant numbers within the Mt.Kenya region, we are talking of around 20% or thereabout
Yeah, that's
of
around
the
6 point
Kenyan
something.
voting bloc. So that's a region that cannot be wished away. Of course, secondly, we are also talking of the economic might of the region. You cannot also wish that away. So that when you combine that, the question of the numbers and the question of the economic, the economic bloc, then from a political perspective, that is a very huge base which must be considered. Of course, there's also the question of the fact that this may end up being the first time maybe from independence, that we are finding the region not presenting a formidable or, a serious presidential candidate in a presidential election. That is from the multi-party time in 1992. So that then the next question would be that to whichever candidate that shall marshal this regional bloc, what is it that you have for us? And of course, it therefore behoves the leadership to then, in the course of negotiations, come up with what is it that serves best the interest of our people. And we are aware that one of the issues that has always kept cropping up amongst the leadership is the question of one person, one vote, which, of course, was properly addressed within the context of the the BBI document, and we find the leadership that is meeting right now, putting this as one of the core demands that they would really want to, be placed on the table in their negotiations with whichever candidate that they shall support. Of course, there is also the question of who is it that, the mountain shall revolve around? Who is that emergent leader that would take over from President Uhuru Kenyatta? And quite a number of names, of course, are cropping up. We have got the former governors. We have got the likes of the Iron Lady Martha Karua.
Actually, who's now been fronted as the spokesperson.
And that is really key. Bear in mind that in 2000, and I think it was 2013, when the late Minister Michuki came out clear that you want to negotiate with Mt.Kenya, you have to go through Uhuru Kenyatta. And that is all that's what became of it. We don't know if that will be the position right now, or courtesy of the enthronement of Martha Karua. We must also take note that there are other candidates also who initially were not that politically motivated, the likes of Jimmy Wanjigi, whose moves cannot be wished away, and who has made his forays throughout the country. Last week we saw him in Luoland, and the nature of reception and that he got from the populace in the ground, who got to feel that in this person we see some element of leadership. So that I think we are headed for interesting times.
Okay, there is this